gentlemen, he is the problem child, Jake El Gallo Paul! Making his entrance to the ring, the challenger, AJ Anthony Joshua!
MMA striking coach, man I've known for over 20 years. And our unofficial scorer, Sean Wheelock, gave the opening round to the returning legend.
Anthony Joshua is ready to step into the ring and make a statement. He aims to defeat Jake Paul in round 1. But Jake isn't backing down. He's training hard. He hopes to achieve what could be the biggest upset in boxing history. The stage is set. The tension is real. And fans are excited to see if Paul's speed and determination can match Joshua's strength.
Just going in there and being dominating physically, I want to break him down spiritually.
Jake Paul's coaches, including head coach Theo Chambers, strength and conditioning coach Larry Wade, and former super middleweight contender Galillian Love, have expressed confidence in his rigorous training, stating that his current sparring is harder than fight night itself, and the results will show in the ring. Coaches believe the caliber and size of his sparring partners, some weighing 250 to 270 pounds, mean the actual fight will be comparatively easier.
I think in the last 6 weeks, you've seen Jake slowly tighten himself up and get himself prepared, and he's really locked in now. So what we've been able to see is Jake evolve into the gladiator. He's slowly evolving into the gladiator that he has become for fight night. About time he finishes his camp and goes through everything he needs to go through, by that night he'll be fully prepared. His outer shell that he needs to be able to go in there and be the gladiator for the night, he'll have that ready, and that's what you see happening now.
Adam Kanaki, a former heavyweight contender, gives an exclusive look into Anthony Joshua's training camp as he prepares for Jake Paul. According to Joshua is in incredible shape, moving with precision and power that could decide the fight with a single punch. He describes how every session is intense, with Joshua focused on perfecting his timing, distance, and combinations. Kunaki warns Jake Paul about the danger he faces, emphasizing that one clean shot from Joshua could change everything instantly. He highlights the seriousness and discipline in Joshua's camp, noting that the fighter is leaving nothing to chance. Fans can expect a well-prepared, powerful, and strategic Joshua ready to dominate in the ring. Former champions and boxing analysts.
Yeah, I'm here with Anthony. Come by and I came by and got a chance to watch Anthony, train. He looks in real good shape. Can't wait till the fight next week.
I don't know if you've been in camp with Joshua before, but have you sparred him before in the past?
No, I haven't.
No. What do you think next week in Miami? Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul. How do you think it's gonna go?
I think Joshua should win by knockout. He looks really good in training. But you gotta give it up for Jake Paul. Taking the chance. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's gonna be a really tough fight for him. But we'll see. It's boxing, and one shot could change everything.
Did you get a chance to see Joshua spar the other day, or just?
No, just training. He was.
Duke McKenzie and Barry Jones weigh in on the upcoming Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul fight, focusing on the power and precision that could change everything. They predict the specific punch that could break Jake Paul's defenses, highlighting the overhand right as a weapon capable of causing instant panic. According to them, the reaction a fighter experiences when hit cleanly is on another level. A single well-placed punch can momentarily stun, disorient, or even cause a loss of consciousness, leaving the opponent vulnerable. Both McKenzie and Jones emphasize that Joshua's timing, size, and explosive power make him capable of landing that fight-changing shot. They note that Jake Paul, while fast and skilled, must be prepared for the intensity and precision of elite heavyweight punching. Fans are left anticipating whether Paul can withstand Joshua's power, or if a single punch will define the fight. Then we'd all be up in arms in this fight.
Then we'd all be up in arms in this fight. Must have been the climb of the box. And actually, once Mayweather boxed McGregor, it changed it forever.
Opened the doors, didn't it?
It did, because you got the number one, pound for pound number one in the world, still at the time, Mayweather. Yeah. And he was, even though he was on the end of his dream, still that. Boxing a guy never boxed before.
Yeah.
And and we were all up in arms about that, but it happened, and also it was, and he carried him and all the rest of it. But now it's different. I mean, I haven't got a problem with it. I really haven't.
No.
Will I watch it? I probably will, because I got Netflix. But I won't, like I didn't watch Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. And I genuinely never saw it. I watched the undercard.
Yep.
It's only, and I have no problem with it, though I think there was potentially loads of risk there. But one for a guy who never boxed, not having boxed at any sort of decent level, and one for a guy who's almost 60. That was the worry there. But still, I still thought, I'm not the audience they're aiming at.
Yes.
So me not watching it, no one's gonna boo-hoo about that. So, and I'm not sad I didn't see a round of it. This one's gonna be a little bit different because there's an active boxer who, okay, maybe he's not the fighter he once was, but the way the heavyweight division is, he can still have an impact.
Yep.
Boxing a guy who's, one, way too small for him, two, has no experience at any level. So, in terms of should it happen, no. Because the climate has changed, it doesn't affect nobody's career except for Joshua's. It's not holding up a world title. I always had a problem with that. If it holds up anyone's, like I don't like automatic rematches when they've signed it before the fights happen, because you're holding up people's careers. Who earned their spot on number 1, 2, 3, 4, right down to number 50 arguably, because they're all moving up, aren't they? But they all have to wait until you get your rematch. And so this doesn't affect nobody.
Amir Khan has weighed in on the upcoming fight, calling it a potential turning point for celebrity boxing. He believes this matchup could finally put an end to the era of YouTube, stars stepping into the ring as the risks are real and the stakes are high. Khan warns that Jake Paul faces a genuine danger. A single well-timed punch from Joshua could end the fight instantly. The size difference alone is intimidating, with Jake having to look up to see his opponent. Khan emphasizes that this isn't entertainment. It's a professional, high-stakes contest where experience, power, and precision matter. The bout will test whether Jake can handle a true heavyweight challenge, or if Joshua's dominance will set a defining moment in boxing history.
I didn't believe it first, but then I saw the face-to-face, head-to-head, and I saw Jake looking up in the sky. I'm like, wow, like, this is really happening. And I think this could be the end, one of the last fights we ever see when a YouTuber jumps in a ring with a professional fighter. Because I think that Jake could get hurt badly, that it could stop all these influencers getting in the ring again and trying boxing. Because the thing is, it's only gonna take that one. And I think someone like AJ, who can bang and hit hard and has the power, has everything, he's former world champion, he can definitely hurt. And look, boxing is a sport where you can be killed in. Imagine that right hand he throws and catches him clean. The damage he's gonna do. Like, yeah, I mean, look, everyone has ambitions and they want to be somewhere in life and they want to achieve things in life, but I think he's
Joe Rogan explains Anthony Joshua is not going to just lose weight or come into the fight drained. Instead, he's adding extra cardio to enhance his endurance and make himself even more dangerous in the ring. Rogan emphasizes that Joshua will be terrifying, carrying anger and determination to prove a point. He's upset that Jake Paul, a YouTuber who has faced only a few legitimate boxers like Tommy Fury, is stepping into a real heavyweight matchup. Rogan explains that Joshua's experience, size, and power mean a single well-placed punch could instantly change the fight. Fans should expect Joshua to be focused, intense, and ready to dominate from the opening bell.
You know, there's not a chance that Anthony Joshua is not going to just lose the weight beforehand. He's not going to come in drained. What he's going to do is just do extra cardio, and that's just going to make him more dangerous. He's going to be terrifying, and he's going to have a lot to prove. He's going to be very angry that Jake Paul wants to fight him. Very upset that this YouTuber who's fought Tommy Fury, who's a legit boxer, and, you know, a couple other guys that were legit boxers. That's it. Like everyone else he's fought Ben Askren, who's really a wrestler. You know, he fought Tyron Woodley, who was an elite MMA fighter, but, you know, not an elite boxer. He fought Nate Robinson, who was a basketball player. At least he's fought these guys. He fought Anderson Silva, and he dropped Anderson Silva, and Anderson Silva's a really good striker, but also in his 40s, you know, different time. It's, you know, not the same guy he used to be. This is a 34-year-old Anthony Joshua. This is a terrifying human being. Terrifying. Again, a guy who survived Usyk twice. You know, you saw what Usyk did to Dubois. You see Usyk take out Dubois? Did you see that? I mean, that's the Usyk you're talking about. There's an Usyk that rocked Tyson Fury, who's fucking 6'9".
So Jake Paul's 6'1" versus 6'6" Anthony Joshua. Jake weighed in for the Tyson fight at 199.
Yeah.
Joshua against Ngannou was 252.
6'6". Just not just 6'6", but 6'6", and knows how to use every fucking inch of it. Knows how to keep that stick in your face. He was keep that jab in his face, and that right hand, if it hits you, you're fucked. And he's not worried about you the way he's worried about Usyk.
Chris Algieri shared his perspective on this fight, emphasizing just how dangerous the matchup is for Paul. Algieri points out that Joshua is a super legit fighter, a gold medalist, and a heavyweight with knockout power. He recalls moments like Francis Ngannou getting splattered on the canvas to illustrate the kind of power Joshua carries, making it clear this is a serious threat to anyone stepping into the ring with him. Algier questions the upside for Jake, noting that this isn't just about getting knocked out, it's a genuine health risk. At the same time, he highlights the business side, mentioning that Netflix fully supports this fight and wants it to be a major event, not a minor exhibition. In his view, the fight elevates Jake's profile, but also underscores the immense challenge he faces against a proven elite heavyweight.
We're legit, gold medalist, heavyweight puncher. I can't get Francis Ngannou getting splattered on the canvas out of my head and think that this could be a real fight.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, what's the upside here for Jake to take this? Because, yeah, like, when you look at it, it's like, he's crazy. Like, there's no way he can win this fight.
His health isn't in danger. Like, this isn't even just crazy. His health is in danger. This is not just like, so what? If I go out there and I get knocked out, you know, I got a lot of respect. Because that's what you're going to get. You're going to get, all right, here's two things. So your question. What is the upside? One, Netflix is okay with it. Because Netflix was not going to allow this to not be anything but a major fight. Right? The Gervonta fight, huge fight. Crazy. Wow, we got this amazing fighter. We're going to use the fight. Boom. You can't throw Nate Diaz in. Netflix is going to be like, nope, not doing Nate Diaz again. You know, we can't throw in Gabe Rosado. No, Netflix is not doing Gabe Rosado. No offense to those guys. I'm just telling you right now, Netflix is not going to approve those guys for a mega event. Anthony Joshua? Hell yeah. Netflix is loving that. So boom, he keeps the Netflix deal alive. Two, he gets respect from guys like me and you who go, shit, I don't care what anybody says about Jake, he's got balls. And I'm saying that right now. He steps in the ring and fights Anthony in a real fight. I don't care if he gets knocked out with the very first punch. He's got big balls. Good for you. I appreciate anyone who steps in the ring. I appreciate someone who steps in a real fight like that, and a dangerous one. So there's that. But on the flip coin, your health is in danger. This is boxing, guys. People get really hurt. Life-changing. One fight, one punch can change your life. So that's why
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next